Welcome everybody. Happy New Year. Hope everyone had a fantastic holiday. It's so great to be back. We have a lot of great announcements and things going on for you this year. For those that are new to the broadcast, my name is Robert O'Keefe. I'm the creator and founder of Over 55 NJ and Rock Real Estate. And our goal is to help everyone make educated decisions when it comes to downsizing, relocating, and essentially planning out their next chapter. We're a little bit different from a lot of real estate companies where a lot of realtors want you to move right away and only contact them when they're actually ready. We go the opposite way, and we want to help our customers make educated decisions long-term in advance, sometimes 2-3 years. Not uncommon for someone to reach out to us, put their search on hold, time out, and then come back and just revisit later. And we absolutely love that because we feel when the timing is right, you can make a much more solid, educated, and grounded decision using our resources, using our technology, and also very importantly, using our knowledge and experience. Sometimes people ask me, what makes you qualified to speak on downsizing? You're not downsizing at this point in your life. This is a niche I focus on, so I have these conversations every day. I'm passionate about this. I've watched my grandparents make good, educated downsizing decisions based on my parents. My parents were taking care of them and did a wonderful job with them. But more importantly, I put in the time every day. I do the work. I study these communities. So you could just kind of use me as a human cheat sheet. And combined with our technology, our knowledge, our friendly approach, our educational approach, we'll put you in a solid position to make the best educated decision for yourself. So usually the search starts online, and you can go to our website, over55nj.homes. That'll take you to our website, which is rockrealty.com, where you can search for every 55 plus community. We have them segmented, so you can just go down by the segment. We have location setups, parameter setup, one-car garages, pet-friendly communities, you name it. That's one of the benefits of working with us is based on our experience and the knowledge we obtain, we continue to keep refining our process so we can come up with a solution and a strategy for everyone. Today what we're going to talk about is how to right size instead of downsizing. Now, a lot of people do reach out to us. They say, we got too much space. Some gentleman said to us today, I have a mansion, don't need it anymore. Just need something a little bit smaller, but not too small. Right sizing is the right word for it because sometimes people get a little bit more space than what they have right now, and people love that. Or sometimes people get something like a basement, which they didn't have, and another feature that they didn't have in their home. So what a lot of people think, and kind of like a misconception is when people think like downsizing, you think about like kind of like shrinking yourself, kind of like giving away something, right? It's kind of like a misconception. But what if you could get something, everything you wanted and everything you dreamed of, and maybe even get something more of what you didn't have before? That's kind of like our goal today is we're gonna brainstorm some ideas for you and give you some strategies and some tools on how to right size instead of downsize. So you don't have to really think about this in a negative connotation. What I'll say is these strategies don't work for everybody. These are just some ideas. So I encourage you, if you don't like one of these ideas, just scrap it and just pick up the ones that are good for you. And maybe you might get some inspiration yourself and say like, hey, I want to do it this way, or I want to copy paste one of Rob's ideas and just do it this way myself. That's totally encouraged. We're totally cool with it. The first thing what I would consider when I'm looking to downsize or move is location. Location, location, location. That's kind of like one of the pillars and kind of like the grounding pillar actually in real estate. So think about your location. I have a neighbor, very wise, very good friends with him, and he's a senior citizen, and he said, if you live more than 15 minutes away from your family, you might as well live in a different state. So that always kind of like stuck with me. 15 minutes, and you can kind of set whatever location parameter you want. For his was 15 minutes, but start to think of a cap for location for commuting to around your family. So very important, time is the essence of life. The shorter you are to your family or something you care about, maybe it may not be your family, maybe a short point, maybe you're a big Devils fan and you want to be closer to the arena. Think about how close you can get to a place and kind of map it out on Google Maps. Google Maps is a great resource. You just want to prepare for seasonality, especially down in Monmouth, Ocean County by the shore points in the summer. Just be cognizant of the summer traffic when you're mapping this out. But location, 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 and just pick your location first and work backwards from there. The second thing is medical reality. So as we get older, we have to be more cognizant of our health. So what we say refer to medical reality, we mean proximity to hospitals, proximity to our doctors if you're relocating to a different part of the state, you want to make a list of all the doctors you currently use, get referrals, or do your own research online. We have a cheat sheet we can give you. Some good doctors and professions that you want to be checking yourself. Obviously, we're not going to give medical advice, but kind of like a cheat sheet of what to think about so you can fill in your own doctors, your own medical needs, and kind of work backwards from there. I was speaking to someone whose husband was a diabetic, and it was very important for them to be close to a hospital in 10 minutes because literally every minute mattered in terms of an emergency. You definitely want to be thinking of these things, and with our help, we can help map some communities for you close to your medical needs if you need that. By all means too, it doesn't have to be severe medical needs. It could be some urgent cares you want to be by, maybe a favorite doctor. You definitely want to be thinking of these things when it comes to your medical reality and also your location. So location and medical goes hand in hand, but you just definitely want to be thinking of those things when it comes to picking your right-sizing solution. By the way, you can search for all the locations on our site over55nj.homes, where we have a map search. Our site is entirely map-based, and you can literally draw on the screen. You can draw a circle, you can draw a radius, you can draw a polygon, and map out where you want to be around certain areas. So highly encourage that. Go check out the site and go start saving some listings. That's really the fun part of the process. Another fun part, you want to go through your current home and do a self-audit of your home. So this could be very fun. What I would do is grab your phone or grab a clipboard. Yes, I'm old enough to remember clipboards, paper and pencil, where you could just walk around and write on something. But go around and think about things you like in your home, things you can't stand, and things you would want to have in your home, and kind of get a baseline from there. You'll be surprised how many people don't think about these things, and when it comes time to searching, they're fully unprepared. Your home and your current environment gives great clues on where you could be in your next search and where you could be in your next home. Think about things that you like in your home, things that you don't want, things you want to get rid of, and things that you would like to have, or some things that are like kind of you like it, you don't really like it. And that can give you kind of like a great baseline for the next exercise, which is number 4, is creating the must-have matrix. So I really like this one a lot. Basically, on a spreadsheet, and we could give you a copy of our template, you could just write matrix in the comments. In a spreadsheet or on a piece of paper, draw 4 quadrants, and the first quadrant will be the must-haves, and the second quadrant would be the like-to-haves, and the third quadrant would be the like-not-to-haves, and in the fourth quadrant would be deal breakers or must-not-haves. And start to organize your list and start putting them in different buckets. From there, the picture becomes kind of clear of what you want. You can also use different search programs. AI programs might be useful for this to get some ideas to kind of stimulate the mind. And from there, you'll get a solid baseline of exactly what you're looking for. So as you put it on paper, as it gets out of your mind, it starts to become more real, and it starts to get less stressful and overwhelming. And you can just continue to keep editing your spreadsheet. It's not like a permanent document. It's very much a live document. So continue to edit it and continue to update it as you get more and more ideas. And if you look on our site and start to look at different properties, you're going to get more ideas of what you do like. So that, combined with your house audit, combined with the matrix, is going to give you a solid baseline for what you're looking for and what you can start planning for. Now, another technique too is if you want to just simplify this, you can just write down 5 to 10 must-haves. And that's generally what I would say 90% of people do. They can look at their sheet, they can look at a big running list, and then just consolidate that into 5 to 10 things they must have, and then go from there. So that's a little bit of an easier way of doing it. Some people like to go all out, some people like to simplify. And again, that's what makes this process fun. Everybody's different, and you just do what's best for you and don't put a lot of pressure on it. If you want help and if you want to start brainstorming with us, we encourage that. You don't have to be ready to move right away to reach out to us. You can go to our website at over55nj.chat, schedule a call, or you can reach out to us at over55nj@gmail.com. And feel free to text us, DM us. We're very accessible and would love to hear from you and start to brainstorm ideas together. Now, the last thing is with our website, you can get registered there and start to reverse engineer a search. A lot of people basically sign up for a broad search at first, and then they reach out to us. I had a gentleman today say, I want a den, I want a 2-car garage because I collect cars. And believe me, they do exist in 55 plus communities. I want to be between X price point and Y price point. And literally what we do is we just go on our site and create the whole search filter for them. We can set up a digest. These emails can come daily, weekly, monthly, whatever's good for you. And you can start to peruse and get an idea of what's out there. So combine that with all the legwork you did up front, doing the home audit, writing down all your ideas on paper, creating the matrix. You can combine that with technology, our technology, and start to kind of see what's out there for yourself. And then always narrow down by location. Start to focus on the location. If you don't really like the location, you can always branch out from there and pick another location. Or you can just watch that location. It really depends on you and your search and where you are in your process. But that would be the last step, is to go to our website, check it out, and start setting up some searches that's right for you in a completely no pressure and fun environment. I hope that gives you some good ideas for the new year. We're going to start going back to our regular scheduled broadcast program on Wednesdays, so very excited to put some more webinars on for you. If you have a specific question, feel free to reach out to us, or you can always send us a direct message or reach out to us at over55nj@gmail.com. And we encourage you to get registered with our site, start looking around, and start networking with other members as well. We have a really growing community here. We're very blessed and thankful for everyone's input and participation. So it's been a lot of fun, and we got a lot of great stuff in store for you for this year. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one, and feel free to reach out to us with any questions. Happy New Year.